The next film we're talking about is called Magic Magic from 2013. This is a film I saw, I'm a huge fan of Redbox. I pretty much go there all the time. And I saw this trailer on another Redbox movie I rented. And this film, when I saw the trailer, I'm like, wow, this is interesting. I got to see this. So this film is directed by Sebastian Silva. And the cast is Emily Browning, Juno Temple, Michael Cera, and let me just get... This dude wasn't on the top of IMDb, but I do want to give him some credit because he was awesome in the movie. The fourth actor, I'm looking his name up, Augustin Silva. Alright, so Magic Magic. I'm so excited to talk about this movie. Let me read this hideous plot summary. I almost don't want to read it because it's not really what the movie's about, but it's really fun to have me, at least it's fun for me to correct it afterwards. So this is Magic Magic. So in a foreign country far from home, Alicia arrives in South America to vacation with her cousin Sarah. When Sarah is suddenly called away, and Sarah is Emily Browning. When Sarah is suddenly called away, Alicia is stuck on a remote island off Chile with three of Sarah's friends, including Barbara and Brink. Who cares what their names are? This is funny. And an exchange student with a sadistic streak. Bewildered, frightened, and unstable and unable to sleep, Alicia, her reality becomes a nightmare from which there is no waking. Ancient indigenous rites, disturbing animal behavior, and captivating hypnotic trances come together in an intense exploration into the darkest corners. When the games go too far, reality unravels with astonishing and deadly consequences. Okay, indigenous, that's what it is. Ancient indigenous rites, disturbing animal behavior, and captivating hypnotic trances come together in an intense exploration into the darkest corners. Like, what? Seriously, people? Okay, really? Can I just make this really quick? Emily Browning and Juno Temple, their characters, are staying at a friend's house off the island of Chile, and one of the girls begins to lose her mind. This movie, this is a con for me. I'm going to start with this. This movie is marketed as a complete thriller / horror movie, and I don't know how much of that you can get from the trailer from listening to it. But if you watch it, it makes it look like this girl is in this cabin out in the middle of nowhere. And, they're either all going to kill each other, or they all go crazy and kill each other, or someone kills all the other people in the movie. They really market it as a horror thriller, okay? And that is not really what it is. I'm expecting a bloodbath at some point. Movies, they have a real slow burn. The last half hour just is a bloodbath. That is not this movie. And I kind of wish somebody would have told me that. Because they market the shit out of this movie like it's a horror movie, and it's not. So I'm going out, the whole time I'm watching the movie, I'm wondering when the bloodbath's going to come. I understand that the company wants to market it as a horror because they're more marketable, and you can edit the movie a certain way to give it a horror feel. I get all that, but you're kind of disappointed when you watch the movie because it's not what you thought it was going to be. That bothered me. Thankfully, the movie, I think it's a good movie. I will say, it's funny, I'm all discombobulated because I love that word, discombobulated, because it's not really how I usually review movies because I keep going out of order with my thoughts. But let me say, I went to Redbox to grab the plot summary from Magic Magic, and it literally has a 1 out of 5 star rating with 300 reviews on Redbox.com. People, a 1 out of 5 with 300 written reviews. Not even including how many people just click the star and not write a full review. 300 written reviews, and the average is of 1 out of 5 stars. So, I liked the movie, and I'm beginning to wonder, I mean, I always knew I was off, like different than most people, but holy shit! I mean, like, the problem. Well, I think part of the problem is it was, you know, people are marketed the movie a certain way, you know, and it is not what they expect, so they're pissed, and I get that. But the ending of the movie is why most people are not going to like the movie. Most of those 1 out of 5 stars is because of the last 10 minutes of the movie. And I'm obviously not going to give that away. And when I saw the end of the movie, I was kind of like, huh? Really? Like, wow. It was just, I mean, that's quite animated, isn't it? But, yeah, like, I was very, 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 very surprised how it ended. And it's definitely a downer. So I get why people, you know, the end happens, and they're like, what? That sucked. But thankfully, I'm not dumb. I have half a brain, and I watch a shitload of movies, and I can pick out some pros. First of all, the acting is awesome. And this chick, Juno Temple, I'm comfortable saying she's the lead in this movie. I had not seen her before. I heard of the name from trailers, you know, in Juno Temple in this movie. I've heard her name before, but she was awesome in this movie. She does get naked a couple times. That's cool. You see boobs and stuff. But I tell you, man, I watch most movies and I'm like, I could act like that. I could do that. You know, you watch like what's this movie? Olympus Has Fallen. Like, you watch that. I mean, I could do that. You know, I mean, I couldn't run around like Gerard Butler, but I mean, I could roll around. I'm amusing myself. But you watch Magic and you watch Juno Temple, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I don't think I could quite do that. Like, she's really subtle. And, well, she basically loses her mind in the movie. Like, throughout the movie, she doesn't sleep well. You can tell she might have mental issues to begin with. She starts, like, seeing things and distorting reality. And, you know, I think as an audience, you're quite sure she's going crazy. I don't think that's really hidden. But she is really good at, like, subtle things and looks and stuff. So the acting all around is really, really good. You know, Michael Cera is in this. You know him from Superbad. I don't know. I mean, he's been in a lot of movies. I can't think of right now. Yeah, he's a big, huge comedy actor. Oh wow, what's that? Oh my god, Arrested Development. Amongst other movies, but he plays it's a serious role for him, and he's an offbeat character, and that's really awesome in the movie. Like, you never know what he's up to, and he keeps you on your toes. So yeah, I mean, Michael Cera, like, I was very impressed by. Pretty creepy, man. His performance is very creepy. So, really, really good acting in this movie. Awesome cast. Once again, hot girls. I mean, Emily Browning. I mean, for those of you who don't know, she was the lead girl in Sucker Punch. And if you haven't seen Sleeping Beauty, which she's in, I mean, she's like naked the whole, like, half the movie. But I mean, it's also a really good movie. And she's really in. I mean, Sleeping Beauty is a really. I should review that in one of these review shows, because it's a very interesting movie. I like this girl's career, man. She's really making interesting choices. So yeah, awesome cast, great performances. The production quality, the film looked great. The mood was there. The production quality was exceptional for this movie. Loved the tone. I never knew where the film was going. That's another pro. I like that a lot. It always kept my interest. Well directed. Now, keep in mind, people will find this boring. You know, a slow burn. You know, read in a couple reviews, a slow burn. You know, with quotation marks. I really like interesting movies, original movies, and this one to me was both of those. So the only con I really have is the misleading marketing I didn't like. And the ending, it definitely, like, it's such a huge choice. And I felt it was a little, like, out of left field. I would have liked a little bit more build up to that. But, and that's why this movie is getting slammed on reviews, is because of the ending. So if you guys do check this out, it's called Magic Magic. It's a Redbox, like everywhere. Probably be on Netflix pretty soon, I'm guessing. Hit me up on the message boards or Twitter or Facebook, whatever, and let me know what you thought of the movie, because I'm really interested to know what you guys think of this movie, Magic Magic.